Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to another recording session of Hearthstone. So, the Whispers of the Old Gods have been announced, but sadly, it's not listed here. It's not listed in the collection. So, I really had a comedy of errors on my part. Just poor decisions. As soon as it was announced, what I should have done is just made a video on using the web browser and the web page announcement and gotten it out as soon as possible. But instead, what I did was let's just start at the beginning. I woke up late. I knew there was potentially going to be an announcement at noon. I woke up at 12:30. Should have been awake a lot earlier. And then I just kept sitting here going, well, maybe they'll put a patch up, maybe they'll put an update on Hearthstone. Something where I could actually go to the collection and say, well, here's all the new gods, Whispers of the Old Gods cards, and we can look at them and we can talk about them, which is what my plan is to do, but it's simply just not going to happen today. So, after a couple hours of that, since it's all getting kind of announced in the middle of the North American tournament. Here, let's go ahead and get started. We need to trade this one out. And 5 Tavern Brawls, great. What's the Tavern Brawl right now? It's Randomonium and Encounter at the Crossroads under Mana Storm. Choose the class, get random cards. Turn each card. Gets randomized. That's not too bad. What do we need to win more as? Let's do warrior, I guess. We've got a bad warrior deck. So after a couple hours of waiting for it to update and losing that tiny window of getting a video on YouTube as soon as possible and actually getting some views off of it, because there's just way less competition there. Instead, I just sat there and eventually I was just like, well, I guess I won't do any announcement. And finally I said, you know what? This is the challenge of being a YouTuber. This is a challenge that I have to figure out, is when you have no visual content to show and you barely have anything to talk about, but you know other people are going to talk about it. How do you make a video out of that? And so what I did is I went to the webpage, the thing I should have done, and I clicked on the news press release. There's not a ton of information. On the 21st, you can spend $50 to pre-purchase 50 packs. I usually don't recommend people do that, but I'll mention it. There's going to be 134 cards. Okay, that's good to know. It's a big expansion. It's all going to be about Cthulhu-esque cards. Okay, we kind of knew that anyways, but alright. Whenever Secret is played, Wind Fury. What do I want to do? I think I'll start with this and just end the turn. Having random cards, you really don't have any thought as to what the right move is.
I can take the
hit.
So,
on the 21st, I think, is another announcement, and maybe on the 14th is the pre-purchase thing. I don't even remember. Harrison Jones. Let's see. So I'm gonna hope that this works and takes a bunch of damage out on that one. Nope, not a single bit. Should have played this first, though. Oh, well played. No, it wasn't well played at all. Whatever. So I did that. I got a thumbnail on it, so it's a custom thumbnail. I've got it labeled properly so people will find it when they're searching. That inherently is going to mean somebody is going to be mad about finding my video when they want some kind of official Hearthstone announcement that doesn't exist.
Give me a quest.
Instead, I didn't play the trailer off the web page because that is pointless and it would just get me content ID'd, I'm sure, by somebody. Plus the trailer itself was kind of pointless. It's just a cute little animation. I linked to the much more important thing I can talk about the banning packs and changing it to a situation where where we're going to have standard play and wild play. Let's see. Attack, I guess, in the turn. So I did as much as I could do with practically nothing, which is something new for me, but probably something I should go deeper into. Is smaller announcements, particularly in Hearthstone. Most other games, they don't make enough announcements that are really worth anything. I don't think my channel should become, oh, this game is now available on Steam every week. Or every day. I mean, I could do that, but if you want to know that, you can just follow Steam. Steam's Twitter page for that kind of info. Whenever one of your other minion dies, draw a card. It's not even that bad of a thing. Let's go ahead and just kill this one. So, I had planned to do a lot more work. I had planned that they would release the ability to see inside of Hearthstone all the new cards. And then that would have been the 10 videos that needed to be made right then and there. Plus, if that happens on the pre-order day, that's good. That would be one day in which I make 10 videos and try to get them out as soon as possible. And then if the day that you can actually buy it with gold is the 21st, that's when we do the day where we open 50 packs of a new thing, at least 50 packs. We are close enough here where it's not going to be much more than 50 packs. We're at 8280 right now, which means I could open 82 card packs. Let's try Hunter again, I suppose. I don't know if I really want to do all of that. Though maybe I should keep 3,000 and let that roll over. That way we can get back into arena runs. We can have some more variety here. Although I don't know why I particularly want to get into arena runs. That just seems like that would make it even longer than playing Hearthstone. I've had a interesting couple of days of being tired and feeling sick, but not actually being sick as far as I can tell. So there's been several days where I've done very little, just recording Lego Batman 3 still. Had a small incident of one video just being straight up blocked in the important countries, and the way I'm trying to maneuver YouTube's content ID is if somebody wants to steal the monetization, I'll let the video on the first day at least go out and just let somebody else steal it. I mean, I shouldn't say this out loud, but instead, so the video isn't just modified a ton. But that's only if the YouTube video thing can't modify and take the audio. By default, I have to be greedy, and I'm more and more falling to this. I have to try and get the monetization to actually me. I'm making a little over $1 a week for all the videos I put out. For the 36 plus videos that are put out. Let's see. For each other beast I have, is that on the field or otherwise? Interesting. Gain +1 attack for each other beast you have. It means beast on the field. Well, I played that wrong. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, I just have to be greedy on the monetization. I have to edit out the audio that gets content ID'd so I can get those few pennies. If this business is ever going to succeed, I have to do that. And if something's blocked and you can't just edit it out because by removing the audio, or you can't just edit it out using removing the audio, then what I have to do is take the next step and cut out that section. So there will be some videos where you'll just see the video from now on. We've hit that point where the where's the fair use stuff is. I mean, they're not lying about that stuff. It has gotten worse and worse and worse. And if YouTube has said no, it hasn't gotten any higher, and I'm like, yes, it has. So whatever records you're looking at, YouTube, you're either lying or you don't know. Which I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube doesn't know. But it has gotten worse about people content IDing it. Now, that being said, it's worse for me right now because I'm doing Lego Batman. It's all Lego Batman that's getting content ID'd and nothing else, really. The BBC claimed a couple of videos in the witness because those videos are almost certainly are from the BBC, and I don't know if Jonathan Blow did the things he should have done legally to put those on there. That's not my concern, really. So, like, that, but that's talking about those 5 videos at the very end of the witness that are really, really long. So I cut out some of those sections, and frankly, I should have cut out, not watch those sections anyways if I knew they were going to be as long as they were. But most other things are still going to be relatively untouched, or it will be just the audio will go quiet for a little while. Dealing with WMG, the Warner Music Group, as far as Lego Batman 3 is a nightmare. They will instantly, they've got somebody, I assume somebody in China or India or some third world country that they're paying that just sits there and denies, does not review the case, does not look at it, just denies. If they don't have it doesn't seem like a machine, but it might very well be a machine too. They just completely do it, and it's for the shortest amount of time too. 3 seconds, 20 seconds
with honor.
of a 4-minute song, 30 seconds of a 4-minute song. It's ridiculous. And all it is when Superman flies, they play the Superman song. When Wonder Woman flies, they play the Wonder Woman song. That's the game doing it, not me. I guess I'm gonna keep all 3 of those. So yeah, that's a nightmare. I'll be glad to be done with yeah, I'll be happy to be done with the Lego Batman 3. In fact, I will be happy to be done with Lego Batman 3 anyways, because I'm playing it like a normal person would play it, and that is the wrong way to play Lego games. I'm not picking up the collectibles. I'm short on studs. There's going to be a lot of extra work there that I shouldn't have played that way. So I could do this and then he'd just kill it. Man, let's just play Dr. Boom. How is Dr. Boom only 2? Oh, because it's random. Their costs are random. That's what this thing does. Yeah, once I finish with Lego Batman 3, I think I need to record Ghostbusters. Hopefully that doesn't get content ID'd. I've got some small independent games that probably won't get content ID'd. Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition is delayed on PC, so that doesn't really change much for me, but it would be nice if it had. I think I'm still probably way too late for it. Oh man, I should have done this first. Alright. Take out this guy. To take out that guy. Take out this guy. Take out that guy. Let this guy face, I guess. Is there any other expansions or anything that I need to play? Well, there's more reason now in the latest patch to play Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I'm way too fast on I'm way too late on that release. So I'm glad it's got DirectX 12 support now, and there are things in it that will that open the door for improvements there. But that it will look really good when I get around to playing it next year, I suspect. That's what's gonna happen. Beast type charge. This. Darn the luck. Here, let's see. We'll hit this guy. We'll hit this guy. And we'll attack the face. Sure, when you have Dr. Boom and Emperor Therusian, 2 legendary cards that are played by the pros all the time, yeah, sure you can get that to work and win. I tried to watch the North American Championships, and frankly, it's long and it's slow, and if they're waiting till the championships are off to announce something or do any updates to Hearthstone, I can't wait around, and I should have realized that faster. It's going to probably take all day. I don't know if the timers on the game itself have been disabled, or what. But it seems like the players can do more than they probably should be. Add a random spell to your hand. Well, no, let's not do that yet.
Death from the shadows!
This, and this, and I win. Good. So, nothing has been settled with the dialysis thing, but there is now this potential, all of a sudden, something that wasn't even on the table before, of the dialysis machine coming to my house and being used on the patient from there. Thus, I don't have to go anywhere or spend 3 to 5 hours 3 times a week at all. It would mean nothing would have changed my recording schedule. It would mean everything has been fixed. It sounds too good to be true. And being a somewhat paranoid person, it sounds too good to be true. But, who knows? If that comes about, that's great. I still need to every now and then check in on the patient, but I don't end up being away from my computer recording things. And assuming that the nurse who would bring the machine 3 times a week still, assuming that they don't
I'll never tell.
take forever or make a lot of noise, then
Job done.
I can just record while they're doing that whole thing. Well, it doesn't matter if they take forever, it just matters if they make a lot of noise or not. Man, that's not too bad of a job for a nurse either, is it? I go to somebody's house, I stab them with 2 really big needles to do dialysis. That's how dialysis works, by the way. Yeah, it's no fun to look at. Battle cry if you control a beast. Gain taunt, so we're not ready.
I wonder.
Whenever secret's played, that powers this guy up. That's my choice. Go there. Go there. In the turn. And then, so you hook somebody up to a dialysis machine, and then you just sit there, read a book, play on your phone, somewhat monitor them, but you really don't have to do much of anything. It's a long process, that's all it really is. So that's a whole new thing. But again, we have no clue. I have no clue. Nobody has any clue right now. So if I do this, and then I play this, and this, let's go ahead and kill this one and get rid of that.
Job done.
So, yeah, that is a potential thing. Maybe it is gonna happen, maybe it isn't. It'd be really nice, but no guarantees. The whole fiasco, it's nothing but a fiasco at this point. It's taken forever. By the time you see this, if you're holding a dragon, deal 3 damage to all minions. Man, if only I had a dragon. If only I had a beast. Man, if I only had anything.
In my sights. Beasts obey me.
But yeah, by the time you're seeing this, my initial plan of doing You Don't Know Jack, like right now, as I'm recording, is running out. I made like 30 episodes of it and got bored with it, and it's running out now. So that entire plan is out the window. Didn't work. Fill it up with puzzle games instead. Fine. Maybe I'll go back to You Don't Know Jack. At some point I need to. Shadow Complex is the video series right now that's getting all the likes and favorites because and it's not getting a lot, but it's getting likes and favorites from Chair, the company that made it, and Shadow Complex's Twitter. So they're liking in that, they're liking it and favoriting it, which is nice. Man, is it like pointless to even pick your cards since every turn the cost is randomized?
To my side. Job's done.
I think it might very well be pointless to even pick, because this 4 could be a 0 just at random. Or does it stay a 4 and only the new cards you draw change? Interesting. I'm not sure.
Get behind
I have a
me.
lot of more work to do. I've not been very productive. Let's see. No, look, this thing's a 1. So this and this, and then attack here, and this, and next turn, if this and this could both be played, that'd be great. But
Reporting for duty.
Dart trap. All minions with stuff destroy all enemy secrets, draw a card. Do that. Do this. And do this. Play this. And this. And then return. I don't know what I'm looking forward to. I think I talked about this last recording session, but there's nothing out or coming out right now that we're looking forward to. I'm waiting for E3 to happen, I suppose, and even the news on that is getting worse and worse by every week. Where more and more characters are pulling out of the convention. Attack here, end the turn. Look at that, 9-7. So, I don't know what happens on E3. That was a good attempt.
We're gonna be rich.
It didn't work. He doesn't know what's in his deck any more than I do since we're getting random cards. And because of that, his Reno Jackson attempt here failed. That was eye for an eye. Fine, I'll take 2 damage to do 8 to your face. I'm about to win. I'm kind of glad, too, that this I'm about a week away from St. Patrick's Day when I'm recording. I don't think Steam's gonna have a St. Patrick's Day. This guy.
Moves quickly. I don't have enough mana.
Man, I could have hit him in the face. Man, this card is a little... It is a little annoying, but actually they give you so much time. Because it stops here and gives you several more time.
Come forth, power.
Whenever a friendly minion dies.
Quickly.
Ancient curse.
I must move quickly.
So unless he can take out 26 cards,
Put your faith in the light.
unless he can take out 26 here, he's lost. Unless I draw Ancient Curse.
Moves quickly.
There we go, summon it on.
Victory is yours.
Aw, that sucks. How long we've been going? 30 minutes? Not too bad. Let's keep on playing. We've got to get 5 Tavern Brawls. We need to get like 3 victories with the Hunter. So next recording we'll play as the other guy, hopefully, and get the last couple Tavern Brawls.
Rexa versus Throw.
So the past couple of nights I've had the trouble where I'm falling asleep. Well, I actually like last night fell asleep at like 7 o'clock in the evening, which is ridiculous, like old man time to actually fall asleep. And now, of course, I stayed up like till 5 in the morning the night before through insomnia. So there's an explanation here, but
Target acquired.
it's really frustrating. And then, so I get woken up, falling asleep at 7 about an hour later, and then I'm awake almost for at least 3 or 4 more hours there. And so I'm reading the last few comic books, and I'm reading the trade back of Superboy #4, which wraps it up and actually, spoiler alert, kills Superboy. Let's see, deal 1 damage to all other minions. Do I want to do that? Or how about my other beasts? How about a taunt?
What you
Let's play this
want?
guy.
In my sights.
And what that trade paperback of Superboy, most of it is
hope you like my
a
invention.
crossover event, the Hell H''EL on Earth crossover event for Superman. This new character gets introduced, Hell, as and supposedly he's from Krypton, and he brings in Superman, Superboy, and Supergirl, and puts all of that. Discover a new basic hero power. Why would I want that right now?
Time for killing.
Let's see.
In my
Just
sights.
hit him in the face, I guess. Could have killed this one, I suppose. So it's this crossover event, and so you're seeing a lot of Supergirl and a lot of Superman's story being told in the Superboy paperback, and it's just like, oh man. And so I'm just like raging as I'm reading this. I'm just really raging the whole time, because it's not even telling me the story I want to see. It's cutting the number of pages actually with Superboy in it by a third, and so it's really repetitive too. It's like under the red sun of Krypton, I will lose my power, and then the next page, under the red sun of Krypton, I will lose my power. On the third page, under the red sun of Krypton, I will lose my power. And what's really funny is Superboy says that, and then he goes, "I'm an idiot. I don't get my power from the sun." I'm like, okay, so even you know you're an idiot here at that point. So, I mean, just like repetitive and not saying a lot and not doing a lot. And what felt like a huge story, this crossover event, gets squeezed down into 1/3 the length of an average comic book, which is already too short to begin with. And I'm like, oh man, this is why people hate comic books like DC and Marvel. This is where the hate comes from, is they do things just so poorly. Not that me getting into Marvel is going to help anything either.
I enjoy raiding.
And I don't think that if I was to go like and start reading like the Bleach manga for a comparison there, I don't think you're gonna get much different treatment either. You're going to have this issue in which you're just gonna repetitively do the same thing over and over again. I'll take this, this, let's see, protect this,
I hunt
and
alone.
this.
Job's done.
But, so yeah, I don't want them just to drag things on over and over again. The truth of it is, I just want the best. I want the good things. I want the Sandman story. I want the Watchmen story. I don't even think I would include the Walking Dead story as one of the good ones because it stretches things out too long. Just the release schedule, the release mentality. Give me Game of Thrones instead. Give me somebody like George R.R. Martin who wants to take his time and make it right. Hopefully, that's what he's doing. One would hope. Versus somebody who their job, their pay is to see that everything
But of course.
I hunt alone.
that everything gets released on schedule and damn the quality. Which is what comic books are. It's like everything has to get released, and now the DC Rebirth is getting rid of the New 52 effectively. Which, okay, everybody who didn't start on the New 52 probably loves the fact that they're getting rid of the New 52. Even I can't argue against it because obviously their sales have been sliding like crazy. I don't know if they're ever going to get them back though. I think sales are sliding a little bit more because of the economy and people just not willing to deal with that anymore. Deal with comic books BS anymore. So I need to find something I can read. Is the problem. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna probably go more independent, more horror, more grotesque. I may even get into some manga. Like the Buffy the Vampire series is one that's caught my eye because you can potentially see that as it's kitschy teen drama fighting vampires, and it continues the TV series, and I like the TV series. I was younger then, thus more accepting of lesser quality stuff. Now I'm a snob and don't want to accept anything that's not perfect.
Let the hunt begin.
Is probably the truth there. So that's caught my eye of going further with that. Moving to real books at some point, maybe. I don't know. There's a couple of books that kind of have caught my attention. I like the Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell BBC series. There was only like 8 episodes. So I might like that book series, but that would be reading books, and all of this is stuff I really don't have time for. The only thing I really need to watch is the new Star Wars movie. I'm gonna buy that when the Blu-ray comes out, almost certainly. But that's because I want to play Lego Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and you can't really play the Lego game if you haven't seen the movie. That would be a terrible, uninformed thing. And I'm already really bad at doing research on before games and need to get better at it. A lot of games you don't have to do that much research, but a quick Wikipedia search, let's get some of the things right, the date, the price, when it came out, who made it, things like that. Do I do 2 to the face? Or do I kill? Right. It'll give me 2 plus 1, and it will give him 2 plus 1. Let's do this. And take this. Actually, I should have taken the 4 Rager. I don't know what I'm thinking. Obviously, I'm not thinking very well. So yeah, I've almost completely at this level decided that I'm gonna just wrap up what remaining DC comics I have and not even try to finish the complete collection, which makes a pretty garbage hand-me-down comic book collection that I figured I'd hand down to nephews and nieces when they were a little bit older, uh, and that would make more sense. But frankly, that's not well, it's a kind thought, it's not a financially smart thought to say, well, I'll just finish out this collection because, I mean, who knows? Who knows anything as far as whether those kids will want to ever read comic books or not. And even handing it down now, complete collection or not, it's still a pretty garbage collection. Let's see. He's got 4. Should I play the Thobe right now? When you summon a beast, draw a card.
Job's done.
If this whole dialysis at home thing works, that also definitely eliminates any need for me to try to step up reading or watching movies. I have some movies I need to watch. Like, sadly, I bought Battle Royale like when it came out, and I still haven't watched a single second of it.
Today, I don't have to be a
in
princess.
fact, there was like a mover or an electrician or somebody in my house. He saw it on my table and he goes, "That's an awesome show." But he also made sure his boss didn't know he was talking to me about it, which I guess I kind of get that. You probably don't want your boss knowing that you enjoy a Japanese series about kids fighting to the death on a
Who's a good boy?
on an island, I think is what it's about. Again, I haven't even watched it. So like he said, yeah, that's an awesome show, and all I can say is like, yeah, I haven't even watched it yet. And he just gave me this disappointed look, and I'm like, yeah, well, I just haven't had that. And that was probably like 2 years ago. It's probably been 2 years since I bought that and haven't watched it. I want to get, there was a recent sale for the European like box set of Star Trek The Next Generation. I would like to get that, but I don't want to get the European versions. Not unless I do a lot of research and find out that the PAL version is way better than the NTSC version, because the PAL versions don't play well on TVs, or at least they used to not. Maybe it doesn't matter now on digital TVs or players. That's kind of almost impossible to really know. I might be more leaning to get a PAL version of a show that was recorded in PAL, but even at that, I think the NTSC, the American version of encoding, might do better. Depends. It really just depends on, it's the quality of the workmanship there. But I mean, Amazon.com is awful about people selling you the wrong versions and labeling them so they confuse people. And I've been bitten by it, and I don't want to buy something I don't know. Taunted Divine Shield.
Undefeated.
Target acquired.
Job's done.
Nice. So I'm waiting for this to get down real cheap. That would be great. This guy's gonna be a constant nuisance. yeah, I want to get the next generation, but I don't even know if I would spend a long time going through all of it.
Why do you call?
Frankly, I had a lot more time before I was trying to make a YouTube channel. Is the truth of it. Play this. And now that I'm making a YouTube channel instead, all my effort should be directed to that, or almost all my effort. And when I want to take a break, well, there's always dishes and laundry to do. That's an interesting decision. Even Deathwing doesn't get rid of this guy. My minions only cost 3. Your minions cost 3 more. Well.
You gotta be kidding me!
Job's done.
That's annoying. So this guy is gonna just make everything cost 3 more until he's gotten rid of. Well, this one does 8, this one does 7, that's 15. This one will need 2 more. So this, this,
Job's
next,
done.
intern. Oh, but I just lost. Oh man, I just lost. Oh. That's where we're gonna end it, on me making a stupid mistake. I deserve this loss. I deserve that loss badly. Well. Anywho, we got a card pack, let's open that. And then we need... win 3 games with the Warrior. I've been playing with the Warrior. Why hasn't it not been counting any of those? Ooh, this is interesting. They've changed it, so now they don't stack. Ooh, we may go long here. We may go very, very long today. Gee.
Legendary!
A legendary card. I will take that. Look, this looks like a real good, an epic card. That's a pretty good card pack opening when we get legendary cards. I wonder if you open more packs today, there's a higher rate because today happens to be like the birthday. That one was new. We didn't have a preparation before. Thunderbolt was new because we only had one of those. And let's see, where's our legendary guy? Oh, if he's legendary, he's over here. Man. Here he is. New guy. So that allows me to disenchant 2 guys and get 10 more dust. We need 400 before we could craft anything else. Are we starting to get over the hill? Are we going to start getting better draws and start filling out our collection? That would be nice, but I doubt it. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.